A word of encouragement during a failure is worth more than an hour of praise after success. Take a deep breath. It's just a bad day, not a bad life. There is a reason for everything. This one may look like a setback. It doesn't mean you're failing, but that God is growing you in a new way. Soon, when all is well, you're going to look back on this period of your life and be so glad that you never gave up. Whenever you find yourself doubting how far you can go, just remember how far you've come. Remember everything you've faced, all the battles you've won, and all the fears you've overcome. When in doubt, look intelligent. Behind every great man is a woman rolling her eyes. If you can give your child only one gift, let it be enthusiasm. If you're not yelling at your kids, you're not spending enough time with them. The simplest toy, one which even the youngest child can operate, is called a grandparent. A man always has two reasons for doing anything: a good reason and the real reason. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. The most difficult thing in life is to know yourself. Worthless people live only to eat and drink. People of worth eat and drink only to live. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Change is the end result of all true learning. I don't need a friend who changes when I change, who nods when I nod. My shadow does that much better. Much learning does not teach understanding. What we learn with pleasure, we never forget. Develop a passion for learning. If you do, you will never cease to grow. If you think you're too small to make a difference, try spending the night with a mosquito. Tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. If you're filled with pride, then you will have no room for wisdom. 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. The most interesting information comes from children, for they tell all they know and then stop. The two most important days in your life are the day you're born and the day you find out why. Never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection. I'd rather be an optimist and a fool than a pessimist and right. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. A true genius admits that he or she knows nothing. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. I must be willing to give up what I am in order to become what I will be. I am thankful for all of those who say no to me. It's because of them I'm doing it myself. The difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. There comes a time when the mind takes a higher plane of knowledge, but can never prove how it got there. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. Genius is 1% talent and 99% hard work. Do you want to know what you think about most of the time? Take a look at the results you're getting. That'll tell you exactly what's going on inside. The biggest gap in your life is that between what you know and what you do. Only a person who risks can be free. The greatest hazard in life is to risk nothing. The person who risks nothing does nothing and has nothing. The bigger the why, the easier the how. We must all suffer of two things: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Days are expensive. When you spend a day, you have one less day to spend. So make sure you spend each one wisely. When you have something to say, silence is a lie. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. And if you think tough men are dangerous, wait until you see what weak men are capable of. You should be better than you are, but it's not because you're worse than other people. It's because you're not everything you should be. To learn is to die voluntarily and be born again in great ways and small. Experience is the best teacher, and the worst experiences teach the best lessons. The truth is a terrible thing, but not when you compare it with falsehood. If you're going to speak effectively, you have to know way more than you're talking about. Treat yourself like someone you're responsible for helping. Always place your becoming above your current being. If you're not willing to be a fool, you can't become a master. If you enjoy our videos, make sure you subscribe and click on the like button for more inspirational quotes.